Hey everybody, welcome back. We're working on the Siamese Mauser in 762 by 54R. Now in the last video we got it set up with this front lug, and I gotta tell you, that looks fantastic. And thankfully, nothing stuck. So, we're gonna work this bottom metal out real quick. And what we've got a little bit of modeling clay right here on the magwell, just to fill in this back cut so we don't get epoxy back up there where we do not want it. Now, with how far the magwell stands up off of the stock, it's going to take quite a bit of epoxy to fill up this pocket and bring it up, within probably about 100 thousandths of the top of the stock right here. So we're going to mix up some epoxy, and we're going to start building up this area right here, and then we're going to reclamp it, let that set, and then we're going to be good to go to start epoxying the rear tang of the magwell and the rear tang of the receiver. So hang out and let's get started. Alright, I just finished up with the bedding of the front lower trigger guard, bottom metal, base plate, however you want to define it. And it looks pretty good. Now we do have some air bubbles, as you can see right there. There's a little air bubble right underneath it. But other than that, we're doing all right. So we're going to prep now for the rear tang of the receiver. And we're going to get this bedded in and probably put a little touch up here to fill those. So I'm going to get everything back there ready and get to mixing epoxy. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, there is bedding in the rear tang. Now we just got to wait for this to set up and see how good we did. Okay, with the rear tang bedded in, we're looking really good. We only got one spot left, and we haven't screwed up yet. So, the last one is the rear tang of the bottom metal. And we've got our modeling clay in the trigger guard. And we're all ready to just dab and fill in the rear portion of this. So, I'm going to get this done. Then we're going to set it up, make sure everything looks good, and then we're done for the night. And then everything's going to have a good long night to cure up. It takes about 24 hours-ish for this to fully cure. But, as you can see, with the rear tang of the receiver, if you go in there when it's just set up, you can trim out what flows out. So that's what I did here. Just wait for it to set up. It's still rather soft, so you got to be a little careful. But you can go in there and just trim it out, as I did around that trigger hole. Alright, I'll catch you all tomorrow after this is set up overnight. Well, good morning. It's the next day, and we've got complete success. Look at that beautiful bedding job at the rear of the bottom metal. That is fantastic. So, we've got all four corners done. Let's see how the action fits. Well, here we go. This turned out beautifully. We've got excellent contact on all four corners, and this is good and solid. Now, the last thing we need to do is we need to finish profiling the little raceway right here for the bolt shroud And I think this channel right here is probably going to have to be opened up and made a little bit deeper. But we're good to go. So I'm going to get this going right here, get this all opened up, and we're going to wrap this up here shortly. All right. Here is the bolt back in the gun, and we've got plenty of clearance now. I did have to just slightly sand the raceway right there and finished up with these right here. So we're done fitting. Everything is fitting fantastic. We've got really good barrel gap right there. You can see a really generous barrel gap. So all the fitting is done. Now I'm going to take the action to my gunsmith and see about having the action drilled for a scope rail. And while he's doing that, I'm going to refinish the stock, and next time you see this, it will be done. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on another video.